So with this range test today, I'm putting to test what is probably one of the two biggest criticisms of the Inmotion V13, and that is the range. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the V13 Range Test in progress. Charge the wheel to 100%. I'm out on the road doing my normal route. I'm going to be going to Ave Maria first, and then based on the battery I have remaining after completing that ride, I will be determining the second leg of my range test at that time. On the V13, I think I said that already, but you know, visuals always help. So, I just took a couple Advil. Lower back's been a little painful today. It's relatively early. It's before 10 a.m. and I wanted to get out on the road. And so even though it's like, you know, what is today? March 5th? Yeah, March 5th. It's supposed to be hot as hell here in Florida today. I saw the projected high of 92 degrees. So once I saw that, I thought to myself, it would be smart to get out there sooner rather than later because it's going to be hot. So that's what I'm doing. I have my GPS on today to give me some more accurate measurements. I'm also tracking in the Inmotion app, which evidently there's a new version of the Inmotion app. I had to sign into this new version. It looks totally different. So I have that running, wearing my Nobleman tactical vest just because I felt like it. And yeah, so I'll check in when there's something to check in about. As has become customary with my range test lately, I'm going to be trying to be going more of a real-world speed, which means for me between 25 and 35 miles an hour. I'm not sure how well this will show up, but ahead there you can see some of the smoke that still remains from the brush fire the other day. I can definitely smell it. So there are still some things that are smoldering out there. If you haven't got a chance to see it, yesterday I took the V13 into the swamp and had some new experiences with alligators that I have never had. Those of you familiar with my channel know that I have run across many alligators during my rides into the swamp with my various electric unicycles. Yesterday had two new experiences, so be sure to check it out if you haven't already. I'll link it at the end of the video as well, if you want to check it out. Cruising right around 30 miles an hour right now. Feels good. So with this range test today, I'm putting to test what is probably one of the two biggest criticisms of the Inmotion V13, and that is the range. That you know, despite being a 3,000 watt-hour pack, which is not small, but despite that size, thus far range numbers that this wheel has been putting out have not been that impressive compared to a lot of other wheels. Marty did a test where he compared the V13 to his original 3,200 watt-hour Sherman, and the Sherman crushed it on range numbers. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of numbers I get here. Probably be my last riding video that I'm doing on the V13. And then I had planned to do one more video, kind of like a summary and a comparison to the Sherman S, you know, which I own. A number of people have asked me to do that direct comparison because the wheels are close in cost, close in specs, and there are a lot of people that are, you know, deciding between those two wheels. So that will probably be my final thoughts on the V13. This will be my third set of road bikers that I'm going to be overtaking. They probably hate me. Alexa, set a reminder to zero out your GPS when you get to the halfway point because you forgot to reset it before you started like a dumbass. All right, approaching the entrance to Ave Maria. The pavers here at Ave Maria. I'm going to waste time while these vehicles go past. The pavers here at Ave Maria are always a good suspension test for me because on a non-suspension wheel, this really is uncomfortable and jolting and painful. So let's see how the V13 does. Yeah, good. You heard no yelps of pain, so that means that it did a good job. I had the pressure on the shocks right around 160 psi right now. Like I mentioned yesterday on the swamp rod, I had them originally at 200 psi, and that just felt too firm for me. 160 feels pretty good. I would say as far as all the suspension wheels I've taken over those pavers, I would say the performance is probably middle of the road. And that's not too bad. As far as foot comfort with the pedals goes, I did mention yesterday that the grip on the pedals felt fine on the swamp ride. As far as foot discomfort, I can feel it a little bit. My feet are feeling a little tingly, not fantastic. Definitely not as good as they felt on the Sherman S. Those pedals, both the stock pedals and the E-Rides pedals feel better on my feet than these do, as far as comfort goes. Guy cut out right in front of me. Hi. Didn't even see me somehow. Yeah, 6'3" guy on a big orange electric unicycle. I know it's hard to pick up. That's why you gotta always be on your toes. I'll have to decide if once I move, if I want to still do range tests out here. Because the unique thing about doing a range test on this course here is it's more or less non-stop. I have to slow down very little. There's not a lot of intersections where I have to stop, so I'm more or less doing a constant higher speed the entire range test. So that's kind of the flavor that this range test has, so I kind of like that. If I did it around where I'm going to be moving, there's going to be a lot more stop and go, and it's also would be at slower speeds, which it's fine too. I don't know. We'll see. Not a big issue. First world problems, right? Remember that video I shot of the truck driving through the water right here? This is the difference dry season mix. It's back to sand instead of a lake or a river. Let's see, what did Alexa say? Reset your GPS. Yeah, I forgot to reset the mileage in the GPS, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset it now and then assume that I'm about halfway, and then when I get back to the house I will just double the numbers. Is that a perfect solution? No. Is it going to be, come on, is it going to be 100% accurate? No. And let's start it again, because if I don't start it now I'll forget, because I do that. Alright, so let's just look at the app quick. Knowing that the app is approximately 10% high normally with all of its numbers, speed and distance. Okay, 69% battery remaining after going, damn it, the app is in kilometers. Okay, good thing is I can look on the wheel itself, right, with my capacitive nobleman gloves. Normally I can do that. No, I don't want that. 19 miles, so 10%, so it's probably, yeah, it's usually this point is around 17 miles. So we've gone something like 17 miles, 29.5 kilometers minus 10%. So yeah, let's see. So I was at 100. The app was reading 100. So 21%, or I'm sorry, 31% battery to do that 17 miles. I'm already figuring I'm going to get in the 50s, you know. And I was doing 30 plus almost the entire way here. So, you know, speed kills range, so that's going to be a part of the issue, that this thing has a decent sized battery, but because it's so capable at speed, you're more likely to ride it fast, and unfortunately that means you're going to get less range. Okay, no time to waste. Oh, if the camera was only rolling, you bastard. You can't tell right now, but my selfie stick now has a bend like this. It looks like it has Peyronie's disease. And you can see the V13s on the ground. I mounted, somehow got my weight shifted to the left. And as I did, I wound up diving onto this metal picnic bench, pinning the selfie stick under me, breaking it, or bending it, and then knocking off the Rode mic, which still appears to work, thankfully. And I hit my helmet on this. Like if I didn't have the full face on, I probably would have smashed my face pretty good. Pretty embarrassing, right? But all right, I guess I'll be getting a new selfie stick at some point. Camera still appears to work, the mic still appears to work. V13's fine. I don't even know that I heard it say be careful. I don't know how the hell I did that, man. Oh, yeah, that's gonna probably leave a mark. You know, let's see, how do you work a bent selfie stick? This is gonna be fun. Okay, adventures. If you want adventures in your life, get an EUC. I mean, oh my God, that had to look absolutely ridiculous. I mean, diving into a metal picnic bench. Sometimes I amaze myself, but not in a good way, but I just amaze myself. Since one of the many things that I've been working on is trying to be a more optimistic person, the bright side of this is now I don't have to pack the selfie stick to move. I can just throw it out. Hooray! Hooray for me. Just checking to make sure my windscreen's still on. Looks like it is. Hey, happy Sunday, Ave Maria parishioners. Oh, the bend puts it at a good angle to shoot from behind, sort of. Maybe I just invented something like the S tripod. I'm gonna get some unique angles. Well, it's a selfie stick, I guess. The S selfie stick. Whoa. You've heard it here first. Paver test number 2. The V13 passes the Paver test. Back out on Oil Well Road, pushing to the house. So I've been carrying the same, if not slightly higher speed on the way back. On the display, I think I touched 34, 35. So yeah. This is definitely going to be classified as a high-speed range test. I'm about 5 miles away from the house. What I'm planning on doing is riding to the house, but then doing an immediate U-turn just to get my halfway mileage on the GPS. And then just try to run this all the way down in one shot, which is something I have not done before. So we'll see how that plan goes out, or how that plan works out. Okay, I'm back at the house. The GPS is at 16.37. So keep that in mind when we come up with our final totals. The onboard display is showing 37% battery remaining. I lied, I'm gonna just hop in here quick, stretch my feet for a second, get a drink, and then I'm gonna head right back out. All right, grab the drink. Watched a YouTube video and I'm back out on the road. The wheel actually dropped down to 36% here. Check the voltage, I think it said 109 volts on both battery packs, so. I'm fit. I don't know, it might be good for another 15 miles maybe. So I'm gonna head like I would be going to the Dunkin' Donuts, the 10-mile Dunkin' Donuts ride, but I don't plan to go all the way to Dunkin' Donuts. And we'll see where that gets me. I've been carrying very high speed still, so we'll see if that can continue. All right, I'm approaching the area where some of the brush fire was. So if you look off here to the right, you can see. I'll try to zoom in when I edit this. You can see the pines all burned. You can see that outbuilding is burned. Other side, there's actually some smoldering going on over there still. So yeah, the fire did actually jump the road somehow because it was really windy on Friday. So the fire managed to jump this wide road. There you see the end result of brush fires. Never a good thing. Okay, so based on GPS, I'm rounding a little bit. 24, hi, let's see, 24/16. So this is about, I'm at about the 40-mile mark. Yeah, 40 miles, 22% on the wheel. I'm just trying to figure how far I want to go before I return around, because I don't want to get stuck, obviously, out here on the road. My initial thought was to go to the end of this path where there's that traffic light that I usually use to go back after I get to Dunkin' Donuts, but that traffic light's only like a mile from Dunkin' Donuts. So that means I will have gone like 9 miles this direction, then have to get another 9 miles back. Can I do it? Let's see, 22% for... It's gonna be tight. It could be quite tight. Let me think about it. You see, the other variable is wind conditions. It didn't feel like I had whoops, it's hard to hold this S selfie stick. Didn't feel like I had a lot of headwind on the way here, which can mean that I could have significant headwind on the way back. And if that's the case, then range suffers, obviously. So, I don't know. Oh, hey, I just got sprinkled. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that far down or not. Probably be smarter to turn a little bit earlier, and then just, if I have extra battery left, just burn it off around the park closer to the house. That would probably be a smarter thing to do. So maybe we'll, well, hell, I see the traffic light. I'm that close. Screw it. I'm just going to the traffic light. So I've had absolutely no speed limiting yet, down to 21%. For a good portion of that ride there, I was still doing upper 20s GPS. So still carrying a lot of speed with no warning whatsoever yet. Or limiting. What a different Inmotion world we live in nowadays, right? It's kind of crazy. Yeah, like right down there, right there's the traffic light. So I'm here. So I'm gonna go out there, swing a left, and cross my fingers. All right, officially reverse direction at 20%. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to keep my speed 25 and less now, just to be cautious, because I'm not that familiar with you know, the low battery behavior of the V13. So better safe than sorry. Damn it! I just looked down at my GPS and I'm almost doing 30 miles an hour again. I'm not trying to, I swear. It's so easy to go fast in the V13. It's kind of crazy. All right, I'm about 3 miles away from the house, 13% still carrying more than 25 miles an hour without any complaints by the wheel yet. Pretty crazy. So I might actually burn off a mile or two in the park too. We'll see. Burned out areas from the brush fire. Boy, this guy in the trailer, get the F over, dude. Guy has a horse trailer and he's like 2 feet from me. That guy. Buzzing me more or less. It looks like 10% is the magic number where that happens. Still gonna go into the school, one lap around here, probably close to 2 miles. See if we can get that done, and head to the house. And if I feel like I can squeeze another couple points out of it, I can go up my street a little bit. But I'm definitely gonna ratchet the speed down now. Yeah, I'm getting beeped and tilted on a regular basis here, so I'm gonna just call it good. Even though it shows we're still at 6%. To me, that's not really a very usable range, right? When you're getting tipped and beeped at constantly, so we're gonna call it good. You should see what I have to do to get the selfie stick to stand up. Right there is what I have to do. All right, we are back. The battery was at, get this stuff off, I'm hot, man, it's hot outside now. On the app, We're at 6% battery. Top speed on the ride, 36 miles an hour app speed, and the app thinks we did 58 miles total. The GPS says that we did more like between 52 and 53 miles. Yeah, between 52 and 53 miles. Good performance. I mean, considering how fast I was riding for the majority of that ride, damn good performance. I mean, it was 30-ish plus for 3/4 of that ride. So I cannot complain about that. My feet tell me that that's for a lot of people. I mean, if you can get 50 miles of high-speed range, that's hard to complain about, right? Unless you're a guy like Marty or those guys that do like really, really long rides. So that's cool. And the only thing is, the caveat is it's a $4,500 wheel. So for that kind of money, you might want some better range. And like when I compare it to my Sherman S got, doing similar riding speeds, got about 70 miles. Let's just check for the battery nerds. Let's see what the voltage is of the packs. The voltage, we're down to 95 volts right now at 6% battery. Both packs are reading the same. And in kilometers, it says that this total ride was 93.2 kilometers via the app. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap it up. Man, my feet are sore now. My legs are sore just from standing there so long, but I'll recover. If you guys found this range test interesting, please give the video a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're gonna subscribe, hit the notify bell that's over there somewhere. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and questions below. I'll do my best to respond and or answer to whatever I can. And just a quick second to thank Jason from eWheels once again for providing me this wheel for demo. And a big thanks to my channel members. Right here's my updated list of channel members. A couple new people are now supporting the channel, so thank you very much. And I think that's all I have for now, guys. Now I need to tend to the house. I need to start putting some stuff away, start throwing some more stuff away, even though I've done a lot of that already. I need to do more. So that's all I got, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. Until next time, Duff Man out. Just wanted to mention quickly, and some people do ask me about this from time to time. I was wearing a lot of my Nobleman gear today, Nobleman gloves, Nobleman elbow / forearm guards, Nobleman knee pads. I had my Nobleman tactical vest on. If you are interested, there's always a link in my description that'll get you, if you use the discount code, you get 5% off your order. So I'm a real fan of Nobleman gear. I don't talk about it that much, but I do like it, and that's why I continue to wear it. So there you go. Right, baby? Do you like Nobleman? You do? Okay, good.